are so excited to announce the beginning of our One School, One Book program at GMIS. As you know, we're going to be reading Lucky Strike by Bobby Pyron. Each of you has gotten your own copy with your name and home base teacher on the inside back cover. So double check that your name is on the inside of your book. Your teacher has also passed out a letter for you and your families about the book and what we're doing. The purpose is to have everyone in our whole school community, every adult and every student, share the experience of reading the same book and bring our community together. You can see as we watch this video that the Google Classroom code is on the screen. This is the place where we're going to update you with trivia questions and upload our audio and video recordings of our daily reading assignments. Now let's get ready to be struck by a good book. And if you could please turn to page 1 of Lucky Strike. And Mr. Umberger is going to begin reading our book right now.
Hello, GMIS. Today I'd like to share with you the first part of our One School, One Book called Lucky Strike. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Anyone in Paradise Beach would tell you that if one of their 313 residents was going to be struck by lightning, struck out of the clear blue sky on his birthday, that person would be Nathaniel Harlow. Because wasn't it Nate whose hound dog was snatched up by a tornado, doghouse and all, never to be seen again? And wasn't it Nate who never ever in the history of his 11 years on God's green earth won a coin toss or found a prize in the bottom of his Cracker Jack box? Bad luck seemed to dog Nate Harlow's heels like his long-lost hound. Scrawnier than most, hunch-shouldered against the bad luck that rained down upon him, that boy was purely unlucky. Nate awoke that spring morning of his 11th birthday with an unaccountably light and fluttery feeling in his chest. He lay beneath his covers and listened. He heard his grandpa snoring on the couch in the living room of their tiny trailer. He heard the mockingbird singing its heart out in the magnolia tree outside of his bedroom window. He heard the hum of the refrigerator and the steady thump, thump, thump in his chest. He did not hear anything that might account for the tiny flicker of hope fluttering like a moth in his heart. "But it's my 11th birthday," Nate declared to the mockingbird. "It's the 11th of April on my 11th birthday. That must mean something." Nate did 3 things every morning after listening to the mockingbird. First, he slipped his lucky rabbit's foot from beneath his pillow. His grandpa had given it to him on his 5th birthday. Not long after Nate came to live with him, the foot, which had once been blue as the sky and covered with fur, was now brown and nearly rubbed bald. Next, he touched the photo of his mother and father on his nightstand and said, "Good morning, I still miss you." When Nate was 4, his parents, who'd never, ever drunk a drop of alcohol, were struck head-on by a drunk driver and killed. That was the first time Nathaniel Harlow would learn that life can change in a flash. And lastly, Nate slipped the camera his grandpa had given him for his 9th birthday into his pocket. Was the unluckiest boy in Paradise Beach a budding photographer headed for fame and glory? Not exactly. Nate took pictures, lots of pictures, but only of one thing: single shoes mysteriously separated from their mates. One flip-flop in the middle of State Road 102, a work boot lying lonely and forlorn on the side of Highway 98, a tennis shoe, just one, washed up underneath Henderson Pier. He used to pick up these orphan shoes and bring them home with hope that, somehow, the lucky day would come when he would miraculously find the long-lost shoe reuniting the pair. That is, until their little trailer was overflowing with shoes. Nate pulled on his shorts and padded into the living room. His grandpa sighed and snorted in his sleep. He started a pot of coffee on the stove for Grandpa and fixed toast and a glass of milk for himself. The light, fluttery feeling in his chest held firm even though the milk had soured and the toaster burnt his toast again.